Hey, so real quick, one of the challenges about religious programming and programming in general is that you don't know that it is operating in your life. You don't know that it is lingering and it's affecting every single part of your life. How did I know that religious programming was still operating in my life, that I was still operating even after I left the church, even after I left religion, 20 plus years later? Those limiting stories, that dogma, that fear, all of that was still on a loop in my life because I was still operating from that identity. I did not know that I needed to do nervous system work. I didn't know that I needed to learn how to connect with my body again. I didn't know anything about identity work. And it wasn't until I was flipped upside down spiritually, internally, externally, where I started to notice where the root of religious programming, well, actually, where it had taken root in my life and was still affecting everything, no, because nothing was changing in my life. Yes, when I first left, yes, I was free. I felt free. Yes, I thought, okay, finally I can breathe because all those years I spent in church and underneath and being chained by religion, I always felt like I couldn't breathe. I always felt like really I was walking in a coffin. I was a walking coffin because there was no, I was not vibrant. I wasn't living. I was always under stress, didn't breathe correctly. Okay, so all of that carried with me. I carried all of that after I left the church. And nothing, I only experienced that little bit of freedom for a little bit. And then I thought, okay, why am I feeling this way still? Why am I still feeling like there's something just hovering over me? Why do I still feel stuck? When I started asking those questions, that is when I realized, okay, religious programming is still operating. So, this work that I do, the program that I am starting this Saturday, which is tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, live, this is why I've created that program. Because it's a program that I wish I would have had when I walked away from church. I didn't know that there was identity work that needed to happen. But when I started going through that process, which I will share with you across 8 sessions, when I started going through that process, things started to change for me. I realized that religious program was affecting my relationships. It was affecting my money. It was affecting how I viewed myself. It was affecting my own relationship with myself. It was affecting my intuition. It was affecting how I am to show up as a spiritual being in this life. It showed up in every single aspect. It showed because why? Because my identity was still that of a person programmed by religion. Okay? So, I want you to get into this program. All right? Click the link, register for your spot. It is a live session. These are live sessions, okay? 8 sessions that I am teaching so that you can not only just feel free for the moment, but you can experience ultimate freedom in every single part of your life so that you can see the upgrade with yourself, so that you can see the upgrades in your physical life, so that you can see and experience the upgrades in your relationships, so that you can see and experience the upgrades in your career, in your money, how you view the world, how you view yourself as a sovereign being, as a creator, how you can once again connect with your own spiritual technology and how you are to practice spirituality. See, many of you, and this is a side note, many of you are even being held back by how you want to practice as a spiritual being, your own spiritual practices, because religious programming is still telling you to fear those your own spiritual practices. All of us came in to this world, to this physical life, with our own spiritual science, with our own spiritual technology. It's already in our DNA. Okay. And so for many of us, our spiritual technology goes outside of the box and border of religion. So, of course, religion told you that it was evil. Of course, religion told you that candle work was evil. Of course, religion told you that herbal magic was evil. Of course, religion told you that. Because to have people out here walking in their own spiritual science as sovereign beings, that would mess up and disrupt the entire religious system. That's what I came here to do. Okay, so I am giving you this program. All right. There's also other ways that you can work with me. You can work with me one-on-one. I have courses on my site. I have books that you can download that will help you. But there's something about being in a room and being with other people who are experiencing the same thing that you have experienced. There's something about being in that frequency and that energy that positively influences your transformation. So the link, you can message me wherever you're watching this, because I'm putting this video on my YouTube channel. I'm putting this on my TikTok platform. Too long for Instagram, unfortunately. But anyway, send me a message, all right, for the link. And however you're watching this, if you want the link, I will get the link to you so that you can sign up for tomorrow to be a part of that program. Also, I will still invite you to go to my website and see what else I have to offer as well. unleashedalchemy.com.